You're watching The HoneyDew with Ryan Sickler at your mom's house.
Welcome back to The HoneyDew, y'all. We're out here at Studio Jeans doing it up at your mom's house. I'm Ryan Sickler. You can find me on all social media at Ryan Sickler. My website is ryansickler.com. That's where you can find out everything and anything about me, contact me, all that stuff. The show I want to promote, Baltimore, coming back home September 14th, Saturday. Going to be there doing a show back at Jimmy's again. Get your tickets now. They're almost gone, so you better get on it because I really don't know if I can do a second show when I'm in town. And I just want to thank you all. Every week I say it, every week I mean it. The show's growing. You guys are reaching out. I love seeing you spread the word, share the wealth. All the information for this show you can find at thehoneydewpodcast.com. We've got some new merch we're working on right now. You can find all the social media links there. You can email me there. You can subscribe to Your Mom's House podcast over there, the YouTube channel especially. You guys say, how can we support the show and help the show? You can engage with the sponsors. That's one of the best ways to help the show. So I appreciate all of you. And if you're new to the show, what we do here is we highlight the lowlights. We look for a little bit of that light in the darkness and have a good time with it. And as I always say, these are the stories behind the storytellers. And today, my storyteller, I'm very excited to have here, ladies and gentlemen, Maronzio Vance. Welcome to the show, bro.
How you doing, buddy? Oh, yeah, clapping. All right.
Booth, bro.
There's some clapping in the booth going on.
Thank you for being here, man.
They are going to be disappointed.
That's what the HoneyDew's all about, bro.
I don't know why people clap before they see me do anything. I'm like, you are setting yourself up.
Well, I'm excited to have you here. And before we get into it, please promote everything and anything you want.
I don't know, man. I have a podcast called Killing Time. I've been doing it since 2011. Nowhere near as sophisticated as Your Mom's House or HoneyDew.
They're real over here, aren't they?
That shit over there, I thought it was a fucking talk show. I was like, oh, they do Letterman? This is what Craig Kilborn used to do, like his bullshit show, and they just bought the set of Craig Kilborn set. It's a fucking nice leather couch. Everything in this area over here is better than everything I have going on in my life.
This is the HoneyDew of the studio right here. You see what I'm saying?
This is dope. Like it's it's like Sports Center. Like you're staying in you're what's the guy name? I'm staying
Scott Van Pelt.
Scott Van Pelt. No, that's Scott, because Scott looked like a leukemia patient.
He's from Maryland though, so that's why I say.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if he's from. He went to Maryland. He's a big
let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
But this is dope, man. Like, and I like the name of your podcast.
Thank you.
I like it. HoneyDew?
Yeah.
I'm from the South, so my grandfather used to.
Where are you from?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
So we got North Carolina, South Carolina. My grandfather would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, drive all the way to Columbia, South Carolina, which was an hour and a half, go pick up fruit, vegetables, and everything, put on the back of his truck, drive back to Charlotte, and drove around the entire city selling fruit and vegetables, dude.
Man, first of all, that's fantastic. And I miss that. Like, just being from Maryland, people don't get
work.
Work. But I mean, like, once you get across that Chesapeake Bay Bridge, there's people selling corn out of the back of their pickup truck on the side of the road. It's some of the best shit.
It's real people.
Get. Yeah. Crabs.
It's real
fruit,
people doing real people shit.
Just a pickup truck.
Yeah.
Sitting right there on the side.
That was your store.
Yeah.
That's what my grandfather used to do.
That.
And I stayed with him one summer, and he, I always wanted to do what the men in my family would do, because they were men. You know what I mean? Like, they just did men. Can you curse on your podcast?
Yeah.
You do men shit. So my grandfather, who was born like 1908, he had this third grade education, would be like, yo, let's go. I want to show you, how to make some money or whatever. And I was like, I don't want to get up at 5. I'm 11 years old. I don't want to do anything at 5 o'clock in the morning except roll over, and go and get 3 more hours of sleep. And he was like, nah, come with me. And it wasn't an argument because it was grandfather. He said, do it. I did it. And he took me down to South Carolina one day, dude. And I saw my grandfather go and gather all these fruits, these vegetables. He had the baskets. He put on the back of the truck. And I'm riding up the highway with my grandfather. And we just having a conversation. And I'm listening to him tell me stories about his childhood. And I'm like, God, if I was older at the time, I was like, God damn, you had it bad. At the kid, I'm like, oh, that's fucked up. But I mean, I got Sega Genesis, so I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Like you're not connected. And then I go back and I hear those conversations now, and I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like we bitch about our phone,
right,
having a low charge or whatever. Like our shits are so first world that when I hear people bitching, I be like, stop it. It's the ego. You're mad. You're spoiled. Little piece of shit. You know what I mean? Everybody's a piece of shit, but you're just really you're highlighting the fact that you're a piece of shit.
Highlighting the low light.
Yeah, highlighting the low light that you're a piece of shit. So, you know, he made me do that, and I appreciated it. And I grew from that, man. Like I really grew from watching my grandfather because he just did it. There was no help. There was no like, hey, you know, I'm trying to do this. Will somebody give me some money or nothing? He just did it. You know what I mean? And that's why I kind of hate comedy now for me, because when I first moved out here, I just did shit. And then you get an agent and a manager and they're like, we got you. And then you're like, oh, well, cool. I'm good. My career's about to take off. Suck my dick. Everybody about to kiss my ass. And then they don't do nothing for you anymore. And then you become lazy and stop working for yourself because you assume that everything's going to be...
It's going to be done for.
It's going to be done for now. And then they like, yeah, we not into you no more. Or we thought you had good pussy and you didn't. So we thought you... Every comic has good pussy when the manager and the agency, ooh, you probably got some good pussy. And then they fuck it and they're like, it's a little dry. And they let you go, right? So you end up mad, like women. You're like, I thought you loved me. I did, but then I got the pussy and I was like, it's just like every other pussy. I don't want it no more.
Well, speaking of women, I want to talk about that because I ask everyone before they come on, send me some info about what you want to talk about, and
I didn't listen to that.
Well, that's okay, but you came in today and you said there was something specific you wanted to talk about. Some people tell life stories and stories within those. Some people have told just one story, but you said something really interesting, and I'd love to talk to you about it and hear about it.
So what I wanted to do, and I was debating because I started writing a book 2 years ago.
Real quick, is there a website or anything you'd like to promote? You mentioned your
sorry.
podcast, but I don't want to...
Just the podcast is Killing Time.
Where can they go see your dates? Where can they find out everything?
I have no dates because you and I used to have the same agent, and I fired him, and I am on the sideline waiting on Phil Jackson to put me back in the game. Like, I didn't lose my jump shot. I just had the wrong
for that
coach.
Phil whistle to this shit right here.
Scotty, come here. I'm like, yeah, coach. I still got the jump shot. I'm fucking Ron Harper over here without the stutter. I just want to play. I'm good if you put me in. Sorry, Ron. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. I was writing the book. Killing Time, MaronzioVance.com. Social media is Maronzio Vance. Everything. I don't have the creativity to come up with fucking aliases and shit. Like, shortblackguy.com. Don't fuck it, bitch. This is it. Like, someone bought my name, and I was like, went to go like get Yo Daddy.
Sell it to you,
bitch. You not. Good luck using the name that I just figured out how to use.
Yeah.
Good luck, bitch.
It sounds Italian to me.
Yes, it's very deceiving.
Name,
when people look for me when they walk in, they're like, "This is gonna be an Italian guy, greasy hair, mafia looking motherfucker." And like, who's this fucking backpack rapper that just walked in this bitch? Fucking a backup dancer for Kanye just walked in this bitch.
Backpack rapper. That is so well said.
Fucking, I look like Lupe Fiasco in high school.
So many backpack rappers these days. This is the truth.
So the guy bought it. He was like, "You want it? You can get it for bitch."
How much did he want to give it to you? You remember?
He asked for like $5,000.
That's insane.
Bitch, are you crazy?
Yeah.
I didn't learn how to spell my name completely until the 4th grade. Good luck using my name.
But also, you have one shot with that name.
Yeah.
You're going to make your sales pitch to one time to that guy. And if that guy says, nah, you're stuck with that shit.
Keep it,
you're
bitch.
Stuck with it. Yeah.
Who's going to buy it? One of my ex-girlfriends? They'd be like, yeah, I still own a piece of him somehow. Fine, bitch. Take it. I'll change my fucking name. You know how petty I am? I will rename me in front of you. I'll name me after your father. And carry the last name Vance. How about that? Suck my dick. I'm sorry. I'm being honest though.
I know you are. I
get a lot of funny comedian. It's always gonna go together. It's all gonna go together. I'm not gonna ramble. Nicole Schreiber. Very funny female comic. A friend of mine, we did a show last night in Irvine Improv, and we were walking. We were in the car driving, and she tells me, comics are intimidated by you. And I was like, why? Like, I don't know. And the comic was telling me, he was like, man, I like Maronzio, I think it's funny, but I don't think he likes me. And I was like, who? I'm not thinking about whether or not you're worried about if I like you, because you shouldn't worry about that. One, because it shouldn't matter. Two, I don't like anybody. So don't try to do something that can't be done.
You're in my wheelhouse.
You're in my wheelhouse. Like, there's no way to get out of it.
Yeah.
If you're human and you're breathing, I just don't care for you. So she was like, people are intimidated by you. And I was like, I don't know what that is. I'm a small guy. When I walk in the room, no one's like, oh, here comes like fucking this walk of life. You know what I mean? But I'm blunt. And when I lived in New York, it was appreciated. LA comics.
Did you see the video of the 5-foot guy at the bagel shop?
Was that not the greatest thing in the fucking world?
Oh, dude, that guy.
Yo, I thought it was Bruce Fine at first. And I was like, is that Bruce Fine? Man, what the fuck you talking about?
I had a handful of people hit me up like, is that you, Ryan Sickler? I'm 5'10", motherfucker.
Yo.
I'm 70 inches.
What the fuck kind of angle did you think the camera was in? It was like fucking Lord of the Rings where they're looking up at you.
Average. That made me feel good that my height in this day and age is above average.
That's fucking hilarious.
Dude,
but
that
this
guy
dude
running his mouth. If you didn't see that shit, God
when
damn.
He got tackled.
And then he got pummeled, on top of
You ever seen Extras? The
Yeah,
TV show?
I love Ricky Gervais.
Where Ricky Gervais kicks Warwick.
Yeah.
And I was like, he just kicked the midget. Like, you don't understand how funny that is to me? First of all, I'm sorry. I know you can't say the M word, bitches, or whatever. Like, oh, don't ever say midget. It's a word. But I said midget in my comedy special. I got all this hate mail from midgets or whatever. But I don't give a fuck. Toughen up, bitch. Do you understand how funny kicking a midget is? That's just fucking comedy.
I love Ricky Gervais.
Dude, to kick a person, period, is great. It's a great feeling. But to kick a human being that can actually like move at the idea of you kick them so hard that they're no longer in the space they once were when you kicked them. It's just what Mel Brooks could kick a midget in a movie. Why can't you do it in real life?
You could try.
Dude, oh my God. If they had a place, you know they have a place where you can go and like burn off anger and steam, like you can break plates and all that shit. If they had a place where you could like pay $100 to kick a midget, I would fucking be broke. I would be broke as where you going today? Kicking a midget, bitch, at 2:00.
How old are you?
43.
All right. Do you remember, I want to say back when we were kids, there was a show, and it might even been like Mr. T came to popularity. And remember there were like these like bartender, not bartender, what am I saying? Bouncer events.
Yeah.
And they would do this shit where they had to run through a door and ring a bell and all this shit. And I'm pretty sure one of them was throwing a person. I'm pretty sure it was.
You got to.
I'm pretty sure that was part of the event. They had to throw like a little midget. And
I fucking hate Vegas, right? I fucking hate Vegas. The fact that the sun doesn't burn it down makes me angry because it tries every year like God does to drown Florida, but he just won't complete it, right? Vegas is terrible. With that being said, I went to a Cirque du Soleil show there. I think it was Zoomanity or some shit. Whatever, some freaky shit. And my gaydar or transgender R is not working because this guy was a woman the entire time and he was dressed like a woman. But I was like, there's something oddly about this woman. And then at the end, it's like, I'm a man. I was like, damn, bitch, you good. Like, he just... God damn, that was a magic trick. Like, God damn, I was sitting here the whole time questioning my sexuality. Like, am I not picking up on the signs? This is a masculine woman. And then it turns out I'm a man. I was like, God damn. I'm glad I didn't shoot my shot with this bitch, right? So in the Cirque du Soleil play, they have a midget that swings around in a trapeze. Ryan, I'm not a fucked up person. I'm not, but I am a fucked up person, right?
We're all fucked up.
When this midget was going around on this string, everything to me was like, I don't want nothing else out of life but this motherfucker to come off this string and go flying. Yeah. Dude, I would have given all my money to charity that day. Quit comedy, shaved my head, and passed out pamphlets at the airport with a orange toga on and said fucking Heidi Krishna for the rest of my life. Had that midget flown off that goddamn high wire, dude. And I was like, when he didn't fall off, I was like, God ain't real. Because if he wanted me to be happy, he would have sent that midget
airborne.
Oh my!
Like Dumbo.
What? I would have. Yo, if he had just like flown, like he would have died. But I would have just died laughing. I like, God, he died. But watching that video over, man, I'm fucked up. So, how do we get there? Kick a midget for $100.
That's where you started.
God damn, dude.
Somebody all that goes back to
GoFundMe for kick a midget. Offended. So people thought I was like mean or whatever, and I'm not. I went to therapy for the very first time.
Well, how old?
40. Went to therapy.
Why? What finally pushed you into therapy?
A relationship I was in was starting to get stale. Not stale like, I don't enjoy fucking you no more, or you're not as cute as when I first saw you. You know, you've been eating a lot. Why is there two people, in you now? Situation. It was just like, it was not progressing. And it was getting to that point where all my relationship would get where it could go serious, but then the commitment issue would come in. So
attraction is still there. All that's still there. It's more about long-term commitment.
I'm going to be honest. I'm a creative. You're a creative. We're comics. You write. You create. For some people, it's different. I get bored very easily. Like, chewing gum is boring to me. Like, and that's how I would treat relationships or sneakers. Like, I'll chew it, a little bit of flavor. Throw it out. I need a new piece of gum. I got to try to find the flavor in the gum when there's no more flavor. Take it out, dip it in something, put it back in my mouth, whatever I got to do. But I went, to therapy. And in the therapy session, which was supposed to be couples therapy, but it ended up being us hashing out all our issues in front of each other, which we probably should have done in a separate room.
Oh, I see. So it wasn't, you both were there together, but you were talking about your individual issues.
And that's not what we were supposed to do. No. We were supposed to be like, how can we make your relationship better? And then this lady went down this bitch made a left turn to Albuquerque, and we ended up in New Mexico, and we like talking about like each other individual bullshit. So she tells, my ex starts telling about her shit. And then the therapist, out of nowhere, nobody has ever asked me. No human being walking this planet has ever asked me the question she asked me. And because she asked me, I felt the need to actually honor the moment by being truthful. The lady looked at me. I said something to her. She was like, have you ever been molested before? And I was like, yes. Like, I took a second, like I took a pause, like, because I was like, bitch, what are you up to? Like,
so this is the first time anyone's asked that.
No one's ever asked me. Any human being,
parents,
mom, nobody had ever asked me. And I was like, this bitch is a sorceress or something.
Do you remember it? Or did she make you remember it with that question?
No, I remember it.
Okay.
Because I think about it all the time.
Okay. I didn't know if it was something that was buried.
No, it wasn't like, spotless mind where I had went someplace and zapped my brain. It was there. But it had been creeping up more and more and more.
Like playing out in relationships and things?
Playing out through every relationship has suffered from the trauma I went through. So when she said, yeah, I was like, when she asked me, I was like, yes. And my ex, I don't think was ready for that answer. And then, she was like, you don't have to go into detail if you don't want to.
Were you ready? Were you ready?
No, who's ready?
To talk about it.
No, I'm just saying, like, who's ever ready? No one's ever ready. No one's ready for anal. No one's like, I'm today's the day. I've been practicing. You ready? Get in there. I bent over. I've been squatting. I kegeled today.
Haven't eaten for 2 days.
I haven't eaten for 2 days. I've been kegeling with my asshole. I'm ready. Let's go, babe. I got a helmet on. Let's get in here. But I wasn't ready, but I was like, it's out now. So let's go ahead and talk about it. And, we discussed it. So long story short,
you can make it long.
Long story long, my parents split up.
How old were you?
First grade.
Okay.
First, second grade. I was an honor roll student. Like, I probably could have cured cancer as much as I was in the school. And I was only in the school because it made my dad proud. Like, if whatever made my dad happy and my mother, like, loved me, I would do that. You know what I mean? So my dad being proud of me getting good grades meant everything to me. Whatever my dad was into, I was into that because it's a father-son bond. Like, this is what this guy is doing. I want to do that. I don't like wrestling. I fucking think wrestling is the dumbest shit in the fucking world.
Talking about like WWE.
WWF, Coco Beware, Hulk Hogan, all this bullshit, Iron Sheik, fucking dumb. You a fucking man watching another man oiled up fighting in a goddamn costume? You think this is fucking incredible? I want to kick every person that likes wrestling the same way I want to kick fucking midgets. Every person. Every person is like, yo, I went to fucking Great American Bash last night. It was amazing. Undertaker was in a cage. No, he wasn't, you fuck. It's not a cage. He can get out at any point in time. Cage is when you can't go anywhere, okay? That's what happens to detained kids at the border. Cages. So my dad loved wrestling, but I like wrestling because my dad liked wrestling. He liked to wrestle with us. I like to wrestle with dad. Whatever dad wanted to do. Mom and dad split up. I don't think no child recovers from that. It's a world coming to an end. Your parents saying, we love you, which you don't understand, but we can't do this, what we've been doing.
With each other.
So we don't know what to tell you.
Exactly.
But dad's going to go get some new pussy, and mom's going to try to fill a void with me. You know, find a cardboard cutout of me, right? So my parents split up, and it was hard for me. And as soon as my dad left, I immediately tried to fill the role of father by doing the things that my dad used to do around the house.
Are you an only child?
No, I was the oldest. So it was me. For me, it was me and my brother for a long time, and then I think my mom and dad said, let's see if we can work it out, baby, which was my sister.
Okay.
And it didn't work out. So she, my sister.
So you guys stay with your mom. Your dad
stay with mom.
leaves. Okay.
Never, my dad moved back, whatever. And I tried to recreate. So let me be honest. I've been trying to find a woman to fall in love with, to recreate the environment that my parents had before they split up.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
My entire existence has been trying to recreate that incubator that my parents had when I thought life was great.
Was perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But
that heroin, you're chasing that heroin.
I'm chasing that high. Yeah. I'm chasing that high of the love that my parents had where I felt safe, right? And I wanted to recreate it with somebody else. Everybody I tried to recreate it with, I shouldn't have tried to do it. Like, I love my children. I don't like the carrying case.
How many kids do you have? 2. Okay.
I don't like the carrying case that they came in.
Okay.
Like, I love my sneakers. I just hate the fucking Nike box
that
they came in. Like, this box was a little more shinier, maybe, but it would be a complete thing. But love the shoes. So I've been chasing that high of trying to recreate what my parents had when it was great with somebody. But during the time when my parents were splitting up, my father was very strict. My father would...
Did he stay close by?
Yeah.
See him a lot?
Didn't see him a lot. When he first split up, when my parents first split up, they tried to make it as normal as possible. Like, I'll try to be over as much as I can so it doesn't fuck up your world too much. But, it gradually, as you get older, the time, get further and further apart. It was a time where he would take us to school every day. And then we moved in. We lost the house we were living in. We had to move in with my grandparents. And then my dad would pick us up from school because my mother's parents lived right down the street from my father's parents. It was like we call it the grandmother neighborhood because everybody's grandmother lived in the same fucking neighborhood. All of them going to die at the same time. Neighbors going to smell like shit. I don't think about the shit I say until after it's done, so I don't know how to fix that. It's literally like I have my special power is I realize what I've said after I said it. Yeah. Like before it's happening, no filter. After I'm like, woo, I probably shouldn't have said that. But there's nothing I can do about it because I don't have the ability to go back in time, not the Flash. So my grandparents lived down the street from each other, and my dad had moved back in with his mother, so he would come pick us up, take us to school in the morning. We would ride with him. My father is very old school. This motherfucker used to make us listen to Paul Harvey in the morning.
Nuh-uh.
Do you fucking understand?
I know.
I'm 10 years old in the car.
I am Paul Harvey.
Hello, that's just Paul Harvey. I'm like, today in the news, I'm like, motherfucker, there is rap music happening right now. I am 10 years old. Yes, I'm 10 years old in the car like, man, this dude, Paul Harvey is really fucking giving us the business right now. Like, why am I listening to this NPR bullshit? Like, I don't want to slip my wrist before I get my chocolate milk. Like, give me a chance, bitch. So he made us listen to fucking Paul Harvey in the morning. And, you know, I'm trying to figure out life. I had to go to counseling, not therapy, but I had to go to counseling because I would wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I would clean the entire house.
Really?
For my mom. Because my dad was a stay-at-home dad for a while.
Okay.
So when my mom would be at work, my dad cleaning, he's cooking, cleaning the house. Like, dude, my dad is OCD, anal. Like, if I went to his house right now and this glass was on the counter and I turned it that way, he would come back in the room after me, like, turn it back. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's very like Kathy Bates in Misery. You moved the fucking penguin to the left and now I got to break your fucking legs. It's fucking stupid. So he's very anal. So when he left, I tried to duplicate what he did. I would get up 2 o'clock in the morning, vacuum. I tried to be quiet because I didn't want my mom to wake up because I wanted her to be surprised at the house. I was like a little fucking black elf cleaning the house up.
Yeah.
I'm like a little niglet elf, like coming out of the closet, fucking cleaning the house. And then I go back in the closet before the sun comes up. And then my mom was like, oh, what the fuck happened here? Like, ooh, the niglet elf came in and cleaned the house. That's what the fuck I did. But I would be fucking tired as fuck at school the next day because I would be in class.
But would it work? Would your mom notice and would she just...
She noticed, but she was like, the fuck is, like, when did you have time to do this? And then this is when I learned that butter melts because I would like take out the eggs, the bacon, everything and just have it on the counter neatly, strategically placed so all she had to do was just grab it and make the eggs in the morning.
That's really nice though.
And put the butter out. And 2 o'clock in the morning you put butter out. By 6 a.m. it is oil. It's just like a puddle of butter. My mom's like, what the fuck happened to the butter? I was like, I just put the butter out so you can use it. Oh, you're supposed to leave it in the refrigerator. Like, science. I just learned that butter melts. So she was mad about that stick of butter. I didn't know butter cost so much. Real butter, margarine, if you use margarine, you're a piece of shit. Just know that you don't deserve nice things if you use fucking margarine. You corner cutting cunt, okay? You corner cutting cunt if you fucking use margarine or shed spread. You country crock
shed
eating.
Spread.
Anybody like, yo, I got some country crock in the refrigerator. I'll beat your fuck. I'll kick you.
A tub of it. It's a tub of country crock.
Because it's not. First of all, it's not even butter if it's that much.
Yeah, it's a tub.
It's a tub. It's like a Smart and Final Ottoman size of fucking butter. Who the fuck uses it? People, I want to kick a midget. And people that believe in wrestling.
Your list is growing.
And people that use fucking country crock. You
That's
fucking piece of shit. By the time this show's over, I'm going to have like 20 people I'm going to kick. I'm going to be a goddamn kicker in the NBA. You're like, he just kicks people. That's what he does. So, my mom got mad at the butter situation. But she understood. But then she was like, I got to put this guy in counseling. And I had to go talk to the counselor. And
so did your love for school change? Or did your grades and everything
grades drop? I instantly became
dropped.
dumb because it was like, I'm just going now.
Right.
Dad's not, because when my dad didn't work, he would turn the living room into a classroom. Taught me my numbers, the colors, shapes, time. Like I'm on A honor roll. I'm like, I'm going to college. First grade, I'm going to college. By third grade, I'm like, I don't know, I might just work somewhere making pants. I don't think I'm qualified.
Making pants.
I'm not cut out for life. So I had to go to counselor, and I was mad that I had to go to counselor because the counselor would try to talk to me during recess. I'm like, bitch, I get 1 hour out of the day to burn off steam, and I gotta fucking talk to you about why I don't smoke cigarettes and drink coffee in the morning because I'm stressed out because my dad's not there. I don't want to do this. These kids on seesaws. I want to go up and down, So I went through that for a little while, and then I pretended that I was okay so I could fucking get my recess back. Mm-hmm. And then I went through this thing where my mom started bringing us around family members more because my dad didn't really like to be a family. He just wanted us, mom, dad, sons, his family. He didn't really go around that much. My mom's family, he didn't really go around that much because my mom's family was really like family. You know, I have Latin friends. Mexican people get together every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and just eat and act like they've never seen each other before, but they do it every week. That's why I broke up with my Latin ex-girlfriend. She's like, I'm gonna go to my mom's house again today, bitch. We just went 10 minutes ago. Why are we going back? What the fuck are we doing? Is another quinceañera? How many kids is it? This clown car family you got going on. So my dad didn't like it. He didn't want to go, over there. And then when my dad left, we started hanging out more with our family. And then we started hanging around older cousins. And I'm kind of in the middle because my brother's younger than me and I had a lot of younger cousins. I'm the middle cousin. Like there's nobody my age on the family tree. So I had to hang out with the older people. The older kids didn't want to hang out with me because I wasn't
How old are you
cool.
at that point?
Six or
you're
seven.
Still really young.
Yeah,
Okay.
6 or 7. Trying to be the man of the house.
Age groups up is what, 10, 11, 12, or
13,
older?
13, 14.
Okay. So right about high school. Then.
Yeah. So I had a cousin we used to hang out with. She's a girl, very mature. I think in the South we call it mannish. I don't know if everybody says mannish, but mannish is like fast, like too mature. I don't know if fast is a Southern slang either, but fast means, oh, she's fast. Like she knows too much. She's too grown for her own good. So I had a cousin. She was adult. She knew too much too soon. And one day at my grandmother's house, she took me into. My grandparents had 2 houses, so it was like the main house where everybody would hang out at and lived in. Then there was a house that my cousins, my uncles, used to live in when they were growing up because they had so many fucking kids. They had to put them in another shed or whatever. So I don't know, dude. So my grandfather converted the old house into storage for the fruits and vegetables because my grandparents had a garden, and then the other room had a pool table in it, and that was big back in the day. You had a fucking pool table in your house. This is some Sinatra shit. And she took me in the back one day, and we were playing, and then next thing you know, she just got on top of me and was like, this is happening. And I was like, I don't know what's happening, but you're crushing my dick. Like she was crushing it. Like even though I don't even think I got erections. If I did, it was brief, but still, it's a twig. But she's fucking sitting on my body, and I'm uncomfortable. She starts to take her shirt off, and I don't want to be graphic, but she basically had her way with me, and I was like, man, this is.
She had sex with you.
Not sex, but she did everything but.
Okay.
It was no penetration, but she did everything.
She performed oral sex on you? Everything.
She touched it a lot.
And she's 13, 14.
13, 14. I'm 6 or 7 years old, and you want to be liked. Everybody, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm looking into the camera. Everybody wants to be liked. Even the people that say, I don't give a fuck if nobody like me. You want somebody to like the fact that you don't want to be liked. Don't fool yourself, bitch. You want to be liked. So I want to be liked. I want to be cool. I don't want to cause trouble. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. So I don't say anything. And it happens a couple of times. And I don't know if the word got out that, I'm a fresh piece of ass to play with, but cousins, other female cousins were like, oh.
Just females.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's weird.
And they started doing that too?
I had a second cousin. She lived in New York. She would come down every summer, and I would be her plaything for the summer.
And was she the same age gap?
She's older.
Older?
Yeah, she's probably like, I want to say 17.
Damn.
Maybe.
And you're still 6, 7-year-old kid?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So you got to understand something right there, Ryan. I was introduced to intimacy I got introduced to love and intimacy by making it seem like you're only important if somebody desires you sexually.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I only like you, or I'm into you if I want to fuck you. So that just stuck to my DNA until like last week, probably.
Yeah, you said
as
just
far
a
as
few
like,
years ago you went and
like until like last week I was like, oh,
yeah.
Everybody that don't want to fuck me can. All right, that's cool. I got it now. Like it's on my refrigerator, like to-do list. Don't think this less of you. So it happened for probably up until I'd say about 9.
So about 3 years off and on.
3 years off and on
by several people.
So it happened with my cousin, the first cousin who initiated it.
Mm-hmm.
Then her friend saw me. She's like, oh my God, he's such a little heartbreaker. And this bitch kissed me. Not like kiss me on the cheek. This bitch put her fat tongue in my small mouth. And my dick just got hard. Like what? Like my dick was like arithmetic hard, dude. Like what the fuck is going on? Like I couldn't believe how my dick was Thor hammer hard. Like I could have summoned that bitch and like, come here, boom. hit you over the head, kill you instantly with my dick. That's fucking how hard it was at 7. Like, you ever seen that commercial where somebody's sitting on the couch and they be like, oh, she does pot. She's like all deflated on the couch. That's how I should have been, because all the blood left my body and went straight to my dick. I should have just been a fucking deflated bag with a fucking dick just like looking like Ultraman standing up there ready to conquer the fucking world. So she would do that to me, and then...
And she lived in the neighborhood too?
She lived there. My mom would go get her all the time.
Okay.
Because her mom would... My cousin that did it, everything comes from someplace.
Sure.
So like when everybody's talking about this like, I'm not trying to be controversial, but this Me Too situation, it's an environment that was created from something. Like, guys aren't bad because no one's born evil. I don't want to believe, except for Damien and Omen. But outside of that, no one's born. I don't think no one's born fucking evil. It comes from someplace.
It's a taught, learned.
It's a taught
behavior,
thing.
Yeah.
Just like with people that are like, I don't like gay people. It's like it comes from the fact that they read this book, and the book said don't like gay people. You can't be mad when you're born and someone gives you a manual, and now that manual is no good, but you don't know how to unlearn what you know. So we're mad at the wrong everybody. The Me Too movement, the gay movement, transgender, everybody's mad at the wrong thing. You're mad at the people, but these people are learned. It's engraved in them. It's like military. When guys get home from the military, my cousin came home from the military, they didn't deprogram him before they sent him home. They said, all right, you no longer this, turn this off. This motherfucker wants to go, he fucking hide in the house. He's going through it. So
Now, let me ask you a question if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
You never say anything to anybody about this. And does anyone ever ask or question or suspect?
My mom had a conversation with me about sex in the 1st grade when my cousin overheard me talking to a girl about the fact that I wanted to have sex with her.
So your mom heard that conversation?
She heard it. She don't know where it stemmed. She don't know that this is coming from the fact that people have been playing doctor with me.
You already know what this is like.
Yeah.
You want to do that now with this girl.
I'm like, ooh, my cousin used to do this with me. This girl at school I like, I want to do it to her now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to her. My conversation was so adult at 7. I should have been put down like a rabid dog. Like, I was like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, when I think back to what I was talking about, first of all, why
I got these rib condoms. They say they're for your pleasure, girl. Like, you're 7 fucking years old.
7 years old.
Rib condoms.
I'm a bitch. I'm going to blow your back out after we get done with this spelling bee.
Beat that pussy up, girl.
Pussy is I got a
7 years
bat.
old.
I got a bat, and that's a pussy. And I'm about to beat that pussy with a bat. That's actually a fucking song.
It is.
So I'm talking to dope. My cousin overheard it. And my mom was like, what do you know about sex? I was like, what you talking about? No sex? I was just talking. I heard something on TV. Like, because I got in trouble now. Move forward, I got 2 cousins that's trying to fuck me on the regular. So now I'm like, well, let me see if this other cousin wants to fuck me. So I go to one of my cousins and I touch her the same way my cousins tell me to touch them.
Right.
And my cousin's like, what are you doing? I'm like, whoa. We fucking. This family. It's the worst part to laugh at, but it's real. You ever seen that?
No, I'm laughing only because the logic does make sense. It shouldn't.
It makes perfect sense.
It does. Unfortunately, that logic makes total sense.
I get in trouble. I get in trouble if I try to fuck somebody at school. I'm supposed to keep this dick in house. So let me keep the dick in house. In the family. I'm fucking the Peacocks episode from the X-Files.
Oh my God.
So my cousin, find out later she's gay. So I blame the fact that she's gay on the fact that she didn't want me at 7. That's how fucked up I am.
Yeah.
She's gay now. Like, she's dykishly gay. I don't know if that's a correct term, but she doesn't give a fuck that I say it to her. I don't give a fuck. She's a strong bitch. You know what I mean? So, but she's gay now. And I'm like, she didn't want me to fuck her because she was gay. But bitch, I'm 7. She's like 13, 14. And she's like, why are you trying to fuck me? And I'm like, you don't know what's going on.
Oh, so do you tell her?
No, I never, because I'm rejected now.
Right.
I'm rejected. So I'm like, I'm not going to go down. I'm not going to bark up that tree anymore. So years go by, and then everybody stops trying to be intimate with me. But then I find
at what age?
9.
Okay, so
because by then they're getting older now,
3, 4
and they're
years.
fucking
Okay.
guys they should be fucking now. They're no longer like treating me like a bop it, twist it,
Right. Yeah.
touch it,
Yeah.
poke it, whatever. So I had other cousins my age, and I would try to hit on them, and then I just got stopped, and then I started liking girls in school. I just didn't bring up sex conversations anymore because they got me in trouble. Red flag. So over the years, I'm trying to find love. Ryan, I've been trying to find a wife since the first grade.
God, well, I'm on the same hunt. Let me know how it works out for you.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Since the first grade, I've been trying to recreate the love my parents have. But here's the issue. I don't trust anything with a fucking vagina. Because I've been hurt by vagina. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I love the thing I don't trust the most. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I get in relationships.
Well, you don't trust everything around the vagina.
Yeah, the vagina is great.
Yeah, the vagina's not the problem for
Vagina's
you.
never hurt me ever, except one time. And I was like, bitch, why you didn't tell me that? Like, but other than that, vagina has never physically or emotionally hurt me. The carrying cases, once again, have. And I've just been dealing with that. I've been dealing with, and then so I started to write a book because Ta-Nehisi Coates wrote a book called The World Between Me. He wrote a book to his son about the black man in America and race and everything. It's long, it's dense, great book, dense as fuck. But he wrote a book to his son explaining race in America. So I started writing a book to explain to my children, your father's not a bad person because I'm not with your mother, even though your mother has painted me to be a piece of shit. But your mother's painting me to be a piece of shit because I didn't do what she wanted me to do. I was not the person she wanted me to be.
And here's why. Right.
Because dad went through some shit when he was younger. While grandmama and granddad were divorcing and splitting up, I'm trying to recreate love that they had with women at my age when I shouldn't have. I should have been enjoying fucking Legos and G.I. Joe man and seesaws and shit, but I'm out here trying to find love because this world that I used to be safe in no longer exists, so I need to go and recreate it ASAP. At the same time, I'm being molested. At the same time, I'm being ridiculed because I'm fucking a short, small guy. I'm going through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a little guy. In school, I was a small fuck.
So can I ask you, like,
Ask me anything.
after 9, when it slows down and stops, how does it affect you at that age there? How old were you when you actually lost your virginity?
Fucking, I'm a romantic. Like, when I say a romantic, I am fucking candles, music, rose petals. I'm writing songs, lyrics, poetry. I used to be in an R&B group where we used to sing. All I want to do is anything that had to do with love, I wanted to do it. But I had to be cool about it.
Right.
Because guys would be like, the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? You out here trying to find love. I'll beat your ass. Like, I'm going to kick you. And like, God, don't kick me. So you had to be, behind closed doors, I'm this guy. But I also I was small in school. So girls didn't date me because they thought I could protect them. They dated me because I was funny. No, I don't think no woman's ever dated me because they're like, I think if a fight broke out, he got us. No, bitch, I don't.
I got the car.
Go that way. I'm going to go that way. Meet me at Big Wayne's behind the building and we will go together.
Oh, my God.
But there's no need for both of us to die here today. And I'm not going to die for you because I don't trust you. So
how does it affect you at that age? Are you now trying to have sex with girls? Or how old were you when you actually lost your virginity that was a mutual agreement between you and someone?
One of my first sexual experiences, the worst ever. When I was I don't think I should tell that story. That it's one of those stories where even though I didn't do anything, it's still one of them things where I could, no. So 15.
15. And how old was the girl?
16.
Okay. And this was one that you both wanted.
We were in a relationship.
Had you lost your virginity?
No.
You had not had sex with any of the cousins, not actual intercourse.
It was all never penetration, just touching, kissing. Yeah. Like my cousin that lived in New York that had her way with me, it was all I service her.
I see.
It was all like suck my titty, touch this, grab that, feel on this, isn't that wet? And I'm like, I don't know why that's wet. You should probably get that cleaned up. Like I didn't know how to I didn't know how vagina worked at 7. I was like, right, you should. It's leaking. Right. You should get that looked at because you have a leak.
Let me get you in there.
Yeah, you're gonna fall. If that gets down your leg, you're gonna slip and fall and kill yourself because it's wet. So, 15, and it was a weird experience because you've watched all the porn, you've watched Cinemax, you found your cousin's porn collection, you've looked at Playboy, and you're trying to mimic what you. Every guy made that mistake of trying to mimic what they've seen. And I couldn't find it. Like we were laying in the bed. I shouldn't have been fucking her. Here's how OCD I am. This is how petty I am. This is how shitty of a person I am. The girlfriend wanted to have sex with me. We were at her house first. And she was like, let's not do it here. Because we started making out. And Ryan, she was ashy. And I was turned off by the fact that she was, like when I say ashy, like I could have like taken my fingers and scratched her back and fucking smoke would have just came.
Powder
like, her back would have turned into LeBron like, I'm ready, baby, about to drop 35 on these motherfucking Knicks tonight. Y'all should have signed me when you had a chance, motherfucker. Now it's over, like my hairline. So she had ashy. Her back was ashy. Her legs were ashy, and I'm so anal.
But you're not. That's what I want to say. You're more anal than you are horny at that age, and you could not.
I needed things
that.
to be perfect.
Yeah.
Ashy as I didn't want to fuck her. I just wanted to moisturize
just
her.
Lotion her down.
Let's skip sex. Let's just get this Jergens out. And let's get you moisturized, because this is bitch, your back look like a fucking desert right now. Fuck you been playing in flour?
Salt mine?
Yeah, this bitch like, I want to be like, do you clean chimneys on the weekend? Why is your back this fucking ashy? Did you fall in powder? So she was like, let's go to your house. And I was like, all right. And we walked down the street, because she lived down the street from me. And we walked down the street, and I couldn't fuck her at my house because my brother was home, and my brother was not leaving the house. I'm not leaving. Mama told me not to leave the house. I'm trying to get pussy, little motherfucker. But I couldn't say that to him because he would tell my mom. So my friend lived next door to me, said, you can go to my house. He's in high school. So high school guy, he played football. He's like, I know what it is, trying to get pussy. I'm going to help you out. It's a boys club. Guys help guys. He let me fuck her at his house. But I still didn't fuck her because I had never had sex before. I've seen it, looked at it, knew it. Dude, we listened to Keith Sweat's second album, I'll Give All My Love to You. Mm-hmm. Great fucking album.
That is a great album.
Great album.
I've seen him live in concert.
Tom should have me on their podcast just because I fucking love Keith Sweat's album. Like literally. Because Tom was like in the fucking, him and Big Daddy Kane have a great relationship for some reason. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. FYI, I paid $21 for Big Daddy Kane's second album on tape.
Yeah.
Fucking $21 for a tape that I don't have. I can't tell you how mad I am about it.
I wish there was a way you could go back in time and be like, if I've paid for that album at any point in my life, I should be able to have that album.
Stream it
point.
forever.
Yes,
like it should have been a cloud in fucking 89.
One and done. I'd be fine with that for my albums too. You pay for it
you know
once,
how many
you should be able
tapes
to
I
have
bought?
it forever. Yeah.
You know how many tapes I got at my mom's house?
Melting in the sun.
Just
and
sitting
shit.
out there,
Yeah.
fucking tape and got
that
folded up paper inside of it because the little piece in the middle, that whole piece of shit. So we made out to Keith Sweat album. The music was downstairs. I had to run downstairs, play the radio loud so he could move upstairs because he didn't have a radio in his room. And I couldn't find the pussy hole for nothing in the, like when I thought the bitch was like a laser
blowing the ash
on the wall.
Trying to blow the ashes out. Using one of those fire
Dude,
things.
I'm like moving it, like I'm intimidated. I'm intimidated. I'm looking at it. Dude, at one point, I like climbed off of her and I just looked at it like, okay, it's right here. I wanted to show my dick. A pussy, like, do you see it? It's right there.
Line it up.
Get in there, bitch. Like, the time is now. Couldn't figure it out. Eventually, here's what made me mad.
So that night you did not have sex with
You know
her?
what made me mad? I said to her, can you just put it in? She was like, no. Bitch, we a team. Do you want this dick or not? Get this motherfucker in here. Come on. It's us. It's us. We trying to fuck. But she wouldn't do it. And then we didn't have sex. And she went home. And I broke up with her because I was embarrassed. I didn't break up with her because she didn't let me fuck her. Because she was going to let me. I just could not look at her again and be like, about yesterday, I don't know. I think your pussy's broken. It was moving or something. I don't know. But I couldn't get in there. You might want to get looked at. And then we eventually had sex or whatever. And then, you know, sex is addictive, especially if you do it right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great place to go, especially if we don't have any money.
So do you then become promiscuous? Do you sleep around in high school?
No, I was faithful.
So you dated this girl?
Dumbest,
wasn't just
yeah, because we broke up. We got back together at a MC Hammer Jodeci Boys to Men concert. The worst lineup ever. Jodeci and Boys and Men go together, but this Hammer shit that was at the end, I can't to this day I still can't believe I paid to go fucking see Hammer because he was just an entertainer.
Yeah.
And I'm mad that I let this motherfucker convince me that was something to be a part of. Fucking. I want $100 to kick MC Hammer every fucking. I would pay $100 to kick MC. The same people who fucking buy margarine, midgets, and fucking that love wrestling. Those are the 4 things I want to kick right now. MC Hammer every day. And we got back together and we dated all through high school. That's who I dated all through high school. And I'm not gonna put her business out there, but she went through the same thing I went through.
I see.
And that's why I didn't want to break up with her. But her situation was with her stepdad.
Okay.
And that made me say, not to sound narcissistic. I don't know any other way to say it other than how I'm going to say it. And if this is just truthful. Anytime I meet a woman who has been hurt by another man, I automatically just fucking dump everything I have into this person.
You want to save them?
I want to save. Yeah. I want to save every chick I've ever dated with that's ever had a problem with a man. That's my fucking problem. Because no one saved me when I was going through what I was going through. I have to save you. And then once I save you, I want to just fly away.
Right. My work here is
done. Let me find another telephone booth. I got to write some papers for the Daily Bugle. I'm Bruce Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I got to go fight somebody else. And you can't do that. But at the same time, it's like, I need something to do. Like, I need somebody to save. And that's been the issue. Because if everything is harmonious, I'm like, it's too quiet.
Somebody right
it's too
here.
Quiet, bitch.
Somebody right here. Yeah.
Too quiet.
Things are too good right now.
Things are too good, you're going to leave. I used to get in a lot of relationships and women would break up with me because I would literally go from fuck 0. I'm already at 100. Once I tell you I like you, I'm already at 100. Like, I saw you, the conversation is good. Why are we bullshitting? Go pick out a dress.
I love you.
I love you, bitch. Go get a dress tomorrow. Mm-hmm. We have math tomorrow. Bitch, stop putting math in between this love. We got this thing going on. And I was scared women because I wanted to be just in love.
You just full court press right away.
I'm straight college.
I love you quick a lot too back in the day. For just the abuse I had gone through and stuff too. But I will stand by this today. I told girls in high school I loved them. And every time I go back and look at a picture of me in high school, if you kissed me, if you had sex, if you did anything, I fucking love you. I love you for that.
I ain't gonna say her name. Her name was a girl named
Don't
Angela.
say her name. You can say her first name.
Angela, in the 3rd grade. She knew the power of her pussy in the 3rd grade because we would sit at tables. You know how you used to sit at tables? You got a student here, a student right here, a student right here. We all learning. This chick knew because she would This is all she had to do. She would rub her leg up against my leg. My dick would be hard again. And I'm like, what the fuck? This bitch is just rubbing my leg and I'm aroused. And she knew to do that to get your attention. And I was like, bitch, I'm in love with you. Your leg fucked my leg yesterday. Doing
Your
history.
Leg fucked my leg.
Fuck the shit out of my leg yesterday. My leg is 2 months pregnant right now. That calf muscle is because there's a baby in it, right? So she used to get me all the time. So when I would date, I would talk heavy. Like I would talk adult talk when I would meet chicks. In junior high and high school, I just wanted to be in love. And then they were like, God, this dude is, what the fuck is wrong? How old are you? You know what I mean? Because I would be just saying shit like, yo, if we work out, like by the time we turn 18, we can get our own place. She's like, I ain't even had my period yet. You worried about the wrong thing. Just focus on us getting to 18. And it's just too much. But that's what I wanted. And I would just fall in love fast. But the problem would be I would get into a relationship, and if a woman did something that triggered me from my childhood, I eject.
What are the triggers?
I don't know.
And
that's what I'm learning now.
Okay.
That's what the therapy is going to help me.
So if you felt a certain vibe or a way or something was said or whatever, you're like, I'm out.
Yeah. Like I can pinpoint one incident. My son's mother, I battled with depression for a long time. Like I didn't know what it was. I used to think about it. I still do now, but I used to think about like killing myself maybe minimum 3 times a week.
Jesus.
3 times a week. 2 weeks ago, I only thought about it twice. So that was a good week. Twice.
And you still do?
Oh God, yeah.
You talk to your therapist about that too?
Not yet.
I mean, you should probably bring that up first.
I got a lot of pussy.
Right?
I got a lot of pussy problems. I'm trying to.
You got ashy pussy.
I got. Let me get over this pussy hump
There
first.
ain't no helping with the pussy if you're not here.
Yeah.
You should leapfrog
Yeah,
ashy
but
pussy.
the
with
pussy is why I want to kill
suicide.
myself. God
my
damn, I love
God.
pussy, bitch. No. God damn, why this pussy? Why can't PlayStation be better than pussy? God damn it, Call of Duty. So I was suffering from depression, and then in the black community, I really hate to talk about race, but in the black community, depression is attributed to you don't have a good relationship with God, or you don't go to church enough. Have you opened up your Bible? Bitch, I'm not reading. I read Harry Potter. I get it.
Harry Potter.
Magic is real, okay? But I'm not about to read this fucking Bible. I'm not about to read it. I'm just not going. You're not going to pound
And
me.
especially being from the South too. That's
I'm a
big
Bible
go-
belt.
That's a
If you
big
don't-
go-to. Yeah.
It's impossible to date a black woman in the South if you do not have a relationship with God. A woman to give you all the pussy in the world if you love God first. But like I had to lie and be like, church is great. I just want some pulpit pussy. I don't give a fuck how I get it. Just give it to me.
Pulpit pussy.
Yes, I'm deacon dick you down for the right scripture. I'll dick you down. Deacon dick him down. But my son's mother, when I told her I was depressed and I was suffering from depression, because I feel like, okay, we're going to be in a relationship. I should be able to come to you and tell you how I feel, just the same way you're able to come to me and talk to me about how you feel, and we work through it. You're not depressed. You just need to go to church. And as soon as she said that, I ejected. Because I was like,
That makes sense. That's a trigger for you, for sure.
I don't feel safe with you now. You know how hard it is for a man to say he's not safe around a woman? One, because the toxic masculinity of men shaming other men
Sure.
for not feeling.
You're a pussy.
You're a pussy
You're
for
a
not
little
feeling safe.
bitch. Yeah.
I would feel unsafe around certain women if you said certain things or you did certain things or you made me feel a certain way. Calling me I ain't shit don't trigger me. I welcome that. That's great. But to like tell me I'm not depressed and that I should just go to church, that's not how you fix it. So I ejected from the relationship. I did, like when I say she said, as soon as she said you need to go to church, she started to look like Tracy Morgan to me. Like I was not attracted to her at fucking all.
Just completely unattracted.
I was like, you look like Tracy Morgan now. You like fucking Tracy Morgan and Faison Love had a fucking baby. It's Tracy Love now.
Tracy Love.
That's what I'm looking at right now. And I didn't know how to. The problem is the biggest problem I've ever had in my entire life. Not the biggest, but one of the biggest problems. I don't know how to break up with a woman. I do not. If we're in a relationship, I'm just in it until you just figure out that you don't want to be here anymore. I don't.
You've never broken up with a woman before?
I cannot break.
You've only been broken up with?
I think I've only broken up with maybe. And when I say like have a conversation about it, maybe twice in 43 years.
All right, so when you say you pull the plug or you bail, what you mean is, and I'm asking, is that you stay in a relationship, you just completely withdraw phically, emotionally, mentally, until you say or she says, I'm out of this.
So let me tell you something real quick. I wrote a TV show. The show is about a guy who was in relationships and then kept failing. So he wrote a book on how to love androidally. And I think I'm making up a word when I say androidally, but when I say androidally, I'm meaning you love basically like you just do what is expected of you in a relationship to get what you need to get and that person to get what they need, so you feel like you're not in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like I do you do the thing. That. You're like, I wake up, I call you, I text you, I love you, I care for you, but my heart is not in it because I'm trying to protect this shit. You know what I mean? So that's how I started. That's how I would be in a relationship. Like there's no emotion anymore. I have no passion, but I'm still here. And eventually you recognize that the passion is no longer there, and then you eject. You're like, I can't do this anymore. And then I got to try to pretend like I care. Like, no, don't leave me. But I kind of like, yeah, please hurry up. Like, let's go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you're relieved that she's doing it.
And you know what's crazy? Here's where the sociopath aspect of it is. And I'm not a sociopath. I'm just saying that because I don't know the fucking word to say what it is I want to say. Some women will try to break up with me, and then I'll be like, oh, no, I don't want to. Let me fix it. Now I got something to do.
I see.
I got something to say.
Project.
I got a project now. Like, I set the house on fire now. Now I got to go inside and rescue people. As long as there's a fire going and something needs to be saved, I'm good. But as soon as she like says, I'm leaving, I'm like, no, don't leave. And then
That's
I
it. You
go
want
back.
To save.
And I got to get out of that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm figuring it out now.
I had a friend tell me, and this might have been last year or the year before. It was very recent. And I'm the same way. And she said, That's amazing. YMH right there, your
That's
mom's
amazing.
House.
God, Tom is doing good. You know what? This is what money looks like. Like this is what life looks like when things are going your way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't have a glass with my name on it. I got a tattoo, but I don't have a glass with my name on it. Go ahead.
She said to me, some people just don't want to be saved.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah. Not everybody, just because you think they do or just because you want to do that doesn't mean everybody wants that. I don't know. I say that a lot. Sometimes it's the simplest fucking thing, and I've never put that sentence together. Or a lot of times you're staring at this thing and you're looking all around and everything, and somebody's like, just look at it. Look at it. You'll figure it out.
One of my love languages is words of affirmation. I don't know if people believe in love language.
No,
words of affirmation.
5 languages of love. Yeah.
I don't need you to touch me. I just need you to tell me that you appreciate what I'm doing, and I'm golden. I'd rather take a compliment over pussy sometimes. I'd be like, you did great today, or I appreciate what you're doing. Good. As long as you recognize my philanthropy in this relationship, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because that's what I feel like it is.
So how did, after your first child's mom,
my daughter's mom,
your daughter's mom, how did then that carry over, and what happened in that second relationship?
My daughter's mother, man, is such a fucked up. Because right now my daughter hasn't talked to me since August of last year. She will not talk to me. She's mad at me because she's 20, so she'll be 21 this year, which means she'll never fucking talk to me again.
Young, huh?
I had kids early because my pullout game was not strong. I know how to pull out efficiently now to make sure
efficiently.
Yeah, I'm an efficient puller outer. Like if pulling out was an Olympic sport, I'm getting that gold, bitch. I'm out. What are you doing? I was never there. Like Batman, Ninja Smoke. My daughter's mother, my daughter is not talking to me right now because I told her I'm going to write a book. But she doesn't know I was molested. Like, she don't know none of that part about it. She don't know anything about that. And I don't know how to tell her. So I did the Ta-Nehisi thing. And I just like, I'm going to write this book. And I'm going to tell these stories about these relationships that I've had with women and where I went wrong and what I did. And I wanted to know where it all originated from. And that now I'm going to therapy to get help. And I'm not...
It's great, by the way.
I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for me.
You need to, yeah.
For me. So I didn't go to therapy. Like I said before, I didn't go to therapy because, black people don't go to therapy. It's like, black people don't go to therapy just like black people that have mental issues. They just put them in the back bedroom. They're like, he's just crazy. Nobody's crazy. This motherfucker need help. So I never went to therapy. And I started going with my ex, but now I'm going by myself now because even though I know what's wrong with me now, like after I have fucked up so much in relationships, every time I fuck up, I learn a little more about myself. If that's what you're supposed to.
You are, hopefully.
I'm learning so much about myself that I've identified what the problem is. So I used to date multiple women or have relationships with multiple women at more than one time. Not because I didn't look, the fucked up part is I didn't look at it as cheating. I looked at it like...
Oh, you would actually be in a relationship.
I would be dealing with multiple
not just dating.
Women. Dating, fucking, I've had women who didn't want anything from me sexually, but just wanted to help me. Mm-hmm. And I've had relationships with women like that. But I would have those relationships because I didn't trust one woman. You know what I mean? Like, I can't trust one woman to have my back because I've been told so many times before, I got you, no matter what we go through, blah, blah, blah. Then with the molestation part, I don't trust that aspect. And then me being vulnerable, I don't trust that you can accept me being vulnerable with you. So I had multiple people in my life, like Frankenstein, like everybody did something different,
right?
But I didn't want to get rid of anybody because if I'm in a relationship with one person and that person leaves me, I'm by myself again.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't like being around people, but I don't want to be alone. I don't know how that even makes sense.
God, you're such a spot, but I mean, I'm sitting here listening to everything you're saying and also applying it through my filter too. And I feel the same way sometimes. I don't like to be alone either, but when everybody's gone and you still need to save somebody, there's still you to save.
Oh, I haven't saved myself yet.
That's it. Me either. I have not fully saved myself yet.
And I'm know.
So worried about everybody else. But again, that's what they tell you all the time. There is no them without you.
This is going to sound dark as fuck. I
feel like it's been real light so far.
This has been great. And then we're going to take we're going to go take this trip to the Museum of Tolerance as soon as we leave here. To lighten the mood. I have fucking killed the honey in the dew. There's no more dew. There's just, honey, you need to go. I feel like if I figure myself out, I will die.
Like there's no more puzzle. There's no more things to fix.
I don't think...
I understand that logic.
You get that?
I get it.
I feel like everybody has a purpose. I think once you figure out, you either going to figure yourself out or the clock is going to run out. So it's one of the two. And I'm trying to juggle between living long enough and stretching out the figuring out part until I'm comfortable with saying, I could die now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm 89. I'm good. I've seen enough. They've rebooted the Marvel Universe 6 times since I've been alive. I'm get it. I've seen 6 different Thanos. It's terrible. The last Thanos was gay. I don't know how that even happened, but he had like a pink gauntlet. It's weird. But that's where I am right now. I feel like if I figure myself out, I'll die because there's nothing else for me to do. I still want to find love. I love women. I do. Like, I love the thing I can't trust the most.
That's hurt you the most.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And I want to apologize to every woman that I've hurt, like, that I didn't mean to.
Yes.
But the women who hurt me first and I hurt them back, nah, bitch, you got to eat that one. Every woman that hurt me first and then I hurt you back, you got to eat that whole dick by yourself with cake and icing on it. I'm gonna shove it in your face like Ike Turner did Anime Bullet. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like if I figure me out, I'll die, and then I won't have anything else to do. I feel like I gotta clean up my house, my life. Before, like I'm OCD, so I want to clean my house. I'm the type of person that cleans the hotel up, so I don't want the housekeeping to think I was a nasty piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Dude, I take off the sheets, the pillows, everything.
You do?
And I put it. I'm fucking Ryan. I'm fucked up. Dude, it's not a joke. I'm fucked all the way up because I worry. I want to not give a fuck about what people think. But there's things about me that make me say, I want people to not give a fuck about what I think, but I don't want them to think I'm a nasty ass at the same time. So let me clean up first. I literally take the sheets off, the bed, the pillowcases, I put it all in a nice pile. The towels, I put in the floor. I
do that. I put the towels on the floor in a pile.
I clean everything up.
Whatever, yeah.
And all you got to do is just change the sheets or whatever. Like I used to make the bed before I left, like clean it, like make it tight the way they would do it. But now I just like take it out. Like they're not gonna use these same sheets, and if they do, this is a nasty fucking hotel.
I won't be back.
No, I won't be back. So I take the sheets off. I fold it up. I put everything up. I take all the trash out the bags. I tie it up, put it inside. Cause I know I'm not. It's not racist, you fucks. I'm saying it before I say it because I know somebody's like, he's racist. It's fucking immigrants. It's people of Latin descent come here working shitty jobs. I don't want them to have to work extra hard for fucking $4.25. So I go an extra mile. I don't know Maria, but fuck it, Maria, you need some help? I'll throw it out.
All right, I have questions to ask.
Ask me.
So you're in therapy. Mm-hmm. But if you're worried about solving the problem and then once the Rubik's Cube is done.
I'm a sadomasochist also. I create problems for myself.
Even if you heal yourself, you're going to go create something else.
Well, I'll probably try to find, because once I deal with the whole molesting part and what triggers me, I still have to get over the fact that I can't try to create the environment my parents had.
No.
I can't. I got to get over the fact that my dad wasn't there, which I still haven't gotten over that. So I'm writing a book, but as I start to write the book, Ryan, I start to see that there's multiple
you're reliving
books
everything
in this. So I can write a whole book about my father and how much I loved him and how much he was an influence on me, and then what happened to me after he left, and that I'm still changing. I do a joke about the fact that Ryan, I hate sports. I like to just sit and watch it. It's dumb. I'm going to sit on my couch all day and watch an athletic motherfucker do something as I become fucking less and less athletic. I don't want to be some fat piece of shit on my couch like, that guy sure run that 40 in like 2 seconds. Woo! I remember back in the day before I could see my feet, I could run, but I don't like sports. But I liked it because that's what men are supposed to like. Do I like to play sports? Fuck yeah. Play football, play basketball, baseball, ran track, swimming, gymnastics. I did it all. I was fucking Deion Sanders when I was younger. Yeah. I played football because I thought if I played football, my dad would come back home. My dad would, my son's playing football. Gotta go back home for that. Move back in, get my shit. My son's playing football. Play football. Dude, I played football in the 6th grade. I went to a middle school, so it was 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and then 9th to 10th.
Yeah, that's me.
Played football in 6th grade. Ryan, I was about the size of the glass. In the 6th grade, I was 70 pounds. The ball was bigger than me, but I wanted to be kickoff, return, because suicide was on my mind. I had to be. The fuck, why would that be the size of the ball and want to run back?
Right.
Full speed for everybody like, oh, goddamn, here comes dinner. I'm going to kill this motherfucker. Dad never came to a football game. My dad came to one football game. One football game, because my dad is a worker. He don't take days off. If my dad died today, he would still try to figure out how he go to work
alive
tomorrow. Yes.
Your mom too?
Yes.
Do they know about this now?
No. I just told my mom I was molested last year.
And how did she take it?
I told her as she was driving me to the airport, which I robbed her of the opportunity to even react.
Yeah, she's dropping you off.
My mom like, so did you enjoy yourself? I did, but I also want to let you know that about 5 cousins tried to fuck me when I was 5. All right, been great. Bye.
I'll call you when I get back.
I'll call you when I get to LA.
You just dropped it on her like that?
When I say Hiroshima, dropped the bomb on her.
That's her family.
And was like, clean it up. She was mad. She was upset. And I told her why she was driving. She could have fucking killed us both just from the shock of it. I'm her oldest. I'm the oldest. I'm the prototype. I'm the favorite. I know I shouldn't say that, but I am. I fucking am. I'm sorry, dude. I'm talented, and I love my siblings. But I told my mom as I was leaving to go to the airport, and she was upset, and she started to cry.
Yeah.
And then I had to be like, "Don't worry about it." You can edit it, you can fix it. I don't know how to fix it, but I'm gonna be honest and vulnerable. I don't give a fuck how anybody feels about it. I wouldn't allow her to be sad, and I tried to be tough when I probably should have let her do her mom thing by consoling me and telling me I'm sorry, because she was mad that it happened on her watch. She was disappointed that it happened on her watch.
As a parent, you would think I couldn't protect my kid.
Yeah.
And how did I not know?
And I didn't let her. I didn't let her because I was trying to be a man. I was like, I ain't no faggot. I'm gonna fight this. Nah, I ain't gonna be punk or whatever. And I'm not saying it in a derogatory way. I'm from the 70s and the 80s. That's how we talk. So I didn't let her be a mom, and I tried to still be tough. When a part of my healing would have probably felt better had I just let my mom hug me and say, I'm sorry that happened to you. I didn't know, but I didn't, because I'm still trying to be tough. I get back on the plane, I come back to LA, and I basically tell her, look, I know I didn't give you an opportunity to talk about it. And one of the cousins is dead. So I can't even address that person. I will tell you this.
That was my next question, is if you talked to these cousins.
Well, it was 5 women total. 2 were cousins. 3 were friends of cousins.
Right.
All older women, developed. I'm from the South, dude. My writing partner, one of my best friends, is Ed Greer, comedian.
Mm-hmm. I know Ed.
Ed's like, dude, you like fat chicks. He loved to tell me that I love fat chicks. I don't, because I don't have insurance. But I know that I have said something wrong when I say it, and then my body sends a nerve ending that says, goddamn, bitch, what are you doing? I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but I like thick women because I'm from the South.
I think it's because you're from the South, or you think part of that was...
It's Southern living. I grew up around...
But also, these women early on, you were young, they were developed, so they
completely
were already
different.
bigger.
I don't know what little titties look like.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Like when I was growing up, I was like, when I would meet a girl my age, I was like, man, have you seen my cousin? This bitch titties is off the chain. You need to go talk to her, because them are not titties. Those are ant bites, and you need to get someone to look at that. That's disgusting. So I like thick women. I like thick women. One, because that's the first piece of meat. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spit. That's the first piece of meat I ate. And then I'm just from the South. It's hard, because I want to be in a relationship. It's also hard because we're in the entertainment business. And when, you're up and coming comic and you're just a feature and you're making $50 a show and they got you staying in a comedy condo, and basically the money that you're going to make for the week breaks even for the ticket that you paid to get to the fucking destination, and you got to try to sell your bootleg CD with a picture that you drew with crayon on it and a CD that you bought just blank from Best Buy, and say, hey, it's my new comedy CD. Please buy it. It's $5 because you're trying to buy food or pay for your luggage to make it back to LA with you. if a girl comes up to you after the show like, oh my God, you were funny, here's some pussy, you're like, man, I thought I was gonna leave this bitch empty-handed this week. So glad you offered this consolation prize of a cup of pussy. And I lived off of that as feeling like gratitude.
Right.
You know, but it blurs the line of like, oh, she's having sex with me because she finds value in me. I like that. It's like a woman, a ugly chick that puts makeup on and guys are hitting on her now. She likes that. She wants that attention. And that's how I was. I didn't have money. Nobody has money. We don't have money. We don't. You don't have a show in the air.
Right.
Your bank account is okay where you look at it like, I'm good, you know? But you don't look at it, you don't get to the point where you like, your receipt comes out, you're like, I don't need to look at that because life is just great. It's not. That's where I was, you know.
And where are you now with therapy? Like, are you going every week?
I don't go every week, but I do go. Okay. I go when I'm having a tough time. One, because I don't have insurance. Comics don't have insurance, bitches. No comic has fucking... Stop fucking pretending that you're healthy. You're dying... because you're over 40 and no one has stuck their finger in your ass to see if you have prostate cancer. Any one of us, any day, it's going to be ball game, and you better hope you have a good enough relationship with the comedy community so they can do a bullshit ass fundraiser for you at the Laugh Factory or the Comedy Union or the Comedy Store. And you got to hope that the comic that comes to your rescue has a good enough following to draw people. Because if you don't know a famous comic, like, I'll come do a show for that person, you're going to die owing money.
Well, here's this good news for you. You don't need your prostate checked till 50. I thought it was 40.
I did. I'm paranoid as fuck right now.
I went to my doctor. I was like, you don't have to stick a finger up my ass and check me today. He just looked at me and goes, do you want me to? And I was like, nah, bro.
Ever.
Not if you don't have to.
Ryan,
he goes, yeah, they moved that to
somebody
50.
told me a couple of months ago that you don't have to have your asshole checked until 50.
I thought that was late.
Dude.
I think that's late.
I've been walking around... What's the engineer name? Nadav?
Our producer, yeah.
Nadav.
And Josh.
Let me ask you this. Is it wrong? Would I get in trouble if I say I feel like I'm Jewish sometime because I'm neurotic? Okay, here we go.
You got Jewish permission coming out of the fucking booth.
Jewish permission coming. So no one's like, fucking anti-Semite, you fucking cunt. No, bitch. I got truth from the booth. I'm walking around like a old Jewish man thinking I'm going to die because I don't have insurance. And every time I feel a sharp pain in my ass, I'm like, that's prostate cancer. I'm fucking walking around every day. And it ain't even a fucking sharp pain. I just need this shit.
And you want to know if you have prostate cancer.
Every time I got a shit, I'm like, it must be prostate cancer.
Every day.
I've never fucking had to shit this much. My prostate is going to fall out my fucking ass. And I gotta hope Jamie Masada, like, buddy, you can do fundraiser for Maronzio at the club. We take half the money though, because we can't run the club without money. Can't do it at the fucking Comedy Union because black people not donating money to me because I'm not famous. Like, I ain't donating to no motherfucking black comic. I ain't know. Fuck out of here. Suck my dick.
Well, I'm really glad you came on, dude.
This was hard for me, dude. I say hard, because I had a dream. I was like, when I came forth and I was like, I'm going to talk about it. Because I'm not being mean when I say this. Nobody on this planet gives a fuck about a man's feelings unless that man is doing something for the person who is giving a fuck about him at the time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Unconditional love for animals, like Chris Rock said, unconditional love for children, women, and animals. Men's love is conditional as fuck. Fuck you. That's what it is. If I'm doing what's under the label of what a man is supposed to do, you love me. At any point in time, I'm not doing what a man theoretically is supposed to do, and I love and hate millennials because they're free, dumb thinkers. Great ideas. Terrible fucking execution because they're trying to remove labels, which is what we should do. If a man doesn't do what a man is supposed to do, you're not a man. To who, bitch?
All you need to do is be a man to you and your kids. That is
If I wake up every morning and I don't want to take care of you, bitch, I don't want to take care of another human being.
Yeah.
I can't take care of myself. Obviously, when I think every time I got a shit, I think my asshole's about to fall out. What makes you think I can keep you alive, ho? Why do you think? Why would you want me in your life to take care of you when I think everything happens to me is cancer, bitch? Why do you want me in your life? My dick ain't that good. Not at 43, it's not. 35-year-old dick, amazing. But 43-year-old dick, it does the job. My dick is Brett Favre now. I'm serviceable.
Serviceable.
I'm not playing the whole game, but I'm gonna give us a lead, and you better hold on to it. That's how I fuck now. I fuck to make a lead.
And then you hang on.
You better hold on to that
Close
fucking lead, bitch,
game.
because that's all I got. So it's been a rough.
I know this wasn't easy for you. I know that's part of what we do is we laugh at that darkness because it helps with the pain. But I am proud of you. I'm proud of you for going and finally taking care of yourself. You won't be.
When I say miserable, every day.
You won't be.
Miserable.
You keep working on that for real.
I'm not gonna give up.
That book is gonna help. All that's therapy. This is therapy. Stand-up's therapy. The book's therapy. Therapy's therapy.
Did I let you talk? Mm-hmm. A little bit, right?
Yeah. Well, I was asking questions. I
know, but I talked a fucking lot.
You're the guest on the podcast.
I know, but god damn, it was like it's like a relationship.
You did great.
I just talked.
You did great. I'm glad you were here, and I'm glad you opened up. Thank you.
It took a while to get here.
It did.
I like you though.
I like you too.
We didn't get to talk to each other about shit.
We will.
After the fucking podcast.
Before we wrap up this podcast, plug whatever you want again. Your website, your book, your podcast, whatever you want. Please let everybody know.
So look, I'm working on the book. The book is kind of like art imitating life because I started to write articles. I wake up every morning at 7 o'clock and I write from 7 to 10 every morning. Turn my music on, drink some ginger tea, ginger tea, and I just type all morning long. I write jokes. I love comic books. So I read a comic book. I'm reading Trevor Noah's book. I'm reading Ta-Nehisi Coates' book again. I'm a huge David Sedaris fan. Like I'm a huge fucking David Sedaris fan. So I'm reading Holidays on Ice and Me Talk Pretty. And I'm reading a whole bunch of James Baldwin books right now. I'm just reading. Like I've become this reader because I'm writing more. And Trevor Noah's book is great. David Sedaris is great. I'm reading David Lynch's book, Catch a Big Fish, which Jesus Trejo told me about. So I'm just reading a whole bunch. But I wake up every morning, I write. And the book is going to be called Dignity. That's the title I'm working with, Dignity, Dicknity, which is also the name of the show that I had created. And I went out to pitch it. And when I pitched the show, Ryan, it's kind of at the bad time because it was around the Me Too movement that just came about. But I was trying to do a show about a man trying to be vulnerable about his feelings and it not being appreciated or accepted because it's not. Men don't have feelings. We're not supposed to.
And what blows me away when I go to therapy, especially a different therapist, and they'll tell me, like, you're rare. You're a man that comes into therapy. And I was like, oh, really? And I still didn't. I'm still like, that bullshit still exists, the whole stigma.
Yeah.
Like, I'm strong, I got this, all that.
We don't got
but it
shit.
Does. Yeah, we don't have shit.
So, our podcast is called Killing Time.
Yes.
The book is called Dignity. The TV show hopefully will be called Dignity or Everybody But Me. I perform at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood a lot, Comedy and Magic Club. Like I said, once I find a new agent, us both find a better agent that will fight for an increase. You see me, bitch. I'm just saying.
What's your website?
Fuck. Hey, they want to offer you $1,500. I just talked to him. He said $2,000. Ooh, you crazy. You crazy. He not giving $2,000. Just ask him. I don't want to do it. Fuck out of here. Which is the conversation every week. Podcast website is I am Maronzio Vance because somebody didn't think to fucking get I am Maronzio Vance because Maronzio Vance is taken. But that's the website. I'm on Facebook. I'm not good on social media because I don't want you to like me because I'm asking you to like me. Just fucking like me, bitch. I'm a regular human being. Don't make me fucking dance. Don't make me fucking post stupid ass memes. Don't make me fucking post stupid ass videos. Don't make me have to walk into a Starbucks and do commentary for you to fucking like me. I'm a regular, just a dope human being. Okay, bitch?
There it is.
I don't know how to say it any better than that.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for the HoneyDew.
You got
Why
it,
don't you have HoneyDew?
What, to actually eat?
Bitch, I'm from the South. If you had a piece of HoneyDew right now, I probably wouldn't have talked to you the whole time.
That's why I don't have it.
What?
Lip smacking and sucking that shit
God
up on the
damn,
mic.
this HoneyDew.
Well, thank you, man. As always, I am Ryan Sickler on all social media, ryansickler.com. We'll talk to you all next week.